Hello, I'm waiting for the clicker, but it's good to see you guys. I think this might be the best Legal Geek conference yet. Question, why is law so very terribly organized? Don't worry, I'm not going to expect audience participation today, but that's kind of you. Back in 2017, Pete, Malk, and I, co-founders of Libryo, were sitting in Malk's garden in Cape Town. We were pondering, how can we solve what we called the content problem? We wanted to ensure that anybody in any situation could know what the law required of them. Fast forward to today, and Libryo is used across the world by global companies to know what's required of them in their operation by operation, to assess their compliance and to report against it. And this is a story about how we solve the content problem. By the way, that's not Mark's garden. It's just a better picture than Mark's garden. So we asked ourselves, how could we annotate all the world's law across jurisdiction, from jurisdiction to jurisdiction, from legal system to legal system, and language to language? And how could we apply metadata to mark it up for applicability so that a mine or a factory in a certain state could know what applied to them as opposed to, say, a different mine down the road in another state? We knew about Amazon Mechanical Turks. It was effectively a microjobbing platform where people in the crowd could perform HITs, human intelligence tasks. They could work and earn flexibly, and they would do tasks that machines couldn't do, but which humans couldn't do. And we thought that model was really appealing, but we also knew the downsides of it, and we were determined not to replicate them. Shortly after that conversation, Beth Roberts joined Libryo. She had in-depth experience in e-commerce and e-learning, and she put those skills to work to build the program known as Libryo Turks. Today, we're actually rebranding it and relaunching it as Libryo Collaborate. But before we get into the nuts and bolts of it and how it really is a super, super collaborative platform, I want to look at the foundations that Libryo Turks has done. So, with the help of Libryo Collaborate, the collaboration software platform, plus the network of collaborators, who are mainly law students who are in their master's year or final year, we've created legal data. So the collaborators span from some 33 countries, speak 52 languages. But I queried that. I thought, is that actually real? It's real. And 87 universities, including Oxford and Cambridge, and my alma mater, the University of Cape Town. So they, together with lawyers and compliance professionals, have created some 60,000 plain language summaries of regulations and statutes. Some 4,000 regulatory update notifications have been sent. Over 240,000 applicability tags have been indexed to the law, and over 50,000 compliance checklist items have been created and also indexed to the law. This has been done in over 40 countries and in over 450 jurisdictions. Libryo Collaborate is an emerging marketplace. On the collaborator side, it's well established, but to date, Libryo has been the only company that has benefited from the collaboration software and the collaborator network. And today we're opening it up. It's actually limited if only one company can use it, and so we're going to be making it available. But let's have a look at the collaborator side. Libryo Turks, as has been called differed from other microjobbing platforms or gig economy platforms like Uber or even Amazon Mechanical Turks. Obviously, collaborators worked and earned flexibly, but they also learned and were trained up and benefited from learning modules, training modules, for example, plain language writing, and gained key skills at a critical stage of their early careers. Also, working on the platform itself has set them up really, really well for a career using legal technology. And in many cases, Libryo Collaborate has written letters of recommendation when collaborators apply for their first full-time job. Collaborators are peer-reviewed, and those who are excellent progress to review jobs and jobs where more responsibility is entrusted, and those that are poorly rated don't get to select jobs anymore. So that it's the end of the road for them. Collaborators are reviewed skill by skill. So, for example, legal research, legal analysis, plain language, legal writing, and so on. And these are paired with microjobs for which those skills are needed. They're quite easily configurable. So, where do these collaborators work? Well, in short, it's in cloud-based collaboration software by the same name, Libryo Collaborate. In Libryo's case, then this is the way Libryo has used Libryo Collaborate. Think of it as a factory where really badly organized regulation, a mess, comes in on the one side, and beautifully organized legal data that is useful that is useful comes out the other side. The workflows are configurable. So, like I said, the tasks in question can be matched to skills. Also, the work actually improves as it goes on. So it's not like you're stuck with one paralegal, but it's kind of like it's like a production line where more work is added and where the work is perfected from step to step. So that is why we're opening it up. We want to offer the Collaborate collaboration software, as well as the microjobbers themselves, the growing pool of international collaborators, to any company that needs work which relies on the skills that we have optimized for. And so, love to kind of chat with you guys over drinks later. Look out for people wearing the Libryo hoodies. But of course, we're growing the collaborators pool as well, and really want to make this. It's a social good thing, and we want to actually invest and double down on that. So, Collaborate today. I'm looking mainly at the students online. To reorganize the world's regulatory mess, to make the law accessible for all, and to ensure everyone knows what to do for a just and sustainable world. Thank you very much.